Good day. Welcome to our 2020-2021 Parent Orientation here at the Ricardo Richards Elementary School. We extend our hand of partnership to our returning and new parents. I am AVION Matthew James, the principal of this distinguished learning institution. The year 2020 has had many challenges. The elephant in the room is clear: coronavirus, or COVID as we commonly say. Join us as we navigate through the paths of virtual learning. Are we going to have challenges? Yes. Will we have differences? Absolutely. But as parents and as teachers and as school leaders, can we overcome all these barriers together? Absolutely. You see, parents, your involvement is critical. So let's stray away from the negativity. COVID-19 is a global pandemic. Educators around the world, they're scrambling, trying to figure out how they can have children learn. So the students and the situation here in the Virgin Islands is no different. We need you to help us motivate our students, to help us inspire, to help us encourage, to help us motivate, and to help our students learn. This year, we will be utilizing Schoology, Microsoft Teams, and Edmentum. We will also be using another platform as a resource tool, iReady, on the elementary level. I can assure you that we are going to have a wonderful school year because of our dedicated team. Our teachers, they give their all. Our staff, they give of their best. They will be introduced another time when we actually have our virtual back-to-school night. This announcement is forthcoming. Before I conclude, let me state how much we miss our students. They are the reason that we have chosen this profession. They mean everything to us. So let us work collaboratively and let us ensure that their success is imminent. It can happen, it will happen, it must happen. Because at Ricardo Richards Elementary School, student achievement is everything.
I'm Zara O'Reilly Bates. Next on today's agenda, I'll be discussing what our first 2 weeks of school will look like. In preparation for the opening of back to school virtually, our teachers are currently in the process of contacting parents to get all of our VIDE email accounts activated. Once this process is completed, our teachers will then be able to start communicating with students and parents simultaneously. Teachers will use the first 2 weeks of school to train our students and parents using the department's prescribed platforms. To ensure that we all have a safe and enriched virtual learning experience, time will also be spent building community, collaboratively establishing norms, routines, procedures, and expectations for learning. We recognize that virtual learning is a new experience for all of us. With that said, I ask that you begin to foster a growth mindset, which speaks to the fact that we all can learn with perseverance, effort, and hard work. With consistent practice in using and navigating the online platforms, we all will be empowered to become more digitally inclined citizens while experiencing growth.
Hello, my name is Ms. KHEMA Loving, and I am your Intermediate Guidance Counselor here at Ricardo Richards. Beloved Strawberry Patch family, a hearty welcome and welcome back, one and all, to our new and rather unusual 2020-2021 school year. The last 6 months has forced us all to become more resourceful, more patient, and even more forgiving. Even though we must now maintain our social distancing in the name of health, wellness, and safety, we must all do our part individually to ensure that our collective purpose, creativity, and resilience can shine through. Now, although we may be learning virtually on our computers and logging in remotely from the comfort and safety of our homes, many of the same rules and expectations that we followed when learning on campus will still apply. While being respectful, responsible, enthusiastic, and scholarly worked wonders at clearing the path for success on campus and in the classroom, the most important expectation in the virtual classroom will now highlight attendance as the #1 rule. Remote learning and virtual participation require that we show up to class every time, on time. And the only way to show up virtually is to log in every time, on time, so that your teacher can take attendance. In the event that you are seriously ill and absolutely cannot log in, your parents will have the opportunity to notify your teacher directly via their inbox. Details will be followed. There were a couple of technical housekeeping that we wanted to cover. Please make sure that your wired or wireless connection, internet access, headphone, microphone, and camera are in optimal working order. We understand that interruptions in connectivity and electricity can have a negative and frustrating effect on smooth, seamless communications and productivity. Your grades and scores will not be penalized for circumstances, especially power outages, that are beyond your control. Good point to note, always have a backup plan. As it is our duty to check in with you from time to time and contact your parents if attendance does become a concern, we are asking parents to make sure that their current contact information, like cell phone, email addresses, etc., maybe Facebook, is updated in PowerSchool so that we may add them to our contact list. All the best this year. Again, welcome and good luck.
Hi everyone, I am Esther Gordon-David, your primary school counselor. Here is a tip for dressing for success. Our virtual uniform policy is slightly different now that you will be learning from home. You are required to dress professionally for class. What does that look like, you might ask? Well, here we go. Your hair should be well groomed. You can choose to wear your white uniform shirt or white polo shirt to class each day while logged into your learning platform. Please note that your school's PE t-shirt can also be worn. The uniform bottom is optional as it will not be seen on screen. Also, remember to get enough rest at night so that you are attentive and alert to start the school day at 8:15 a.m. daily. I'm looking forward to seeing you on September 14th, 2020 as we start school virtually. Take care.
Good day, Ricardo Richards family. My name is Janelle Hendricks. I am one of your 5th grade teachers here at the Strawberry Patch. I have the distinct pleasure of explaining our grading policy set forth by the Board of Education. As you are familiar, we have 4 grading criteria. However, there is a shift this year to include a 5th criteria. The familiar 4 grading criteria are tests and quizzes, homework, participation, and classwork. The 5th new criteria is performance tasks. The weights are as follows. Tests and quizzes, 30%. Performance tasks, 25%. Participation, 20%. Homework, 10%. And classwork, 15%. If at any time you need a reminder as to what the weights are for these 5 grading criteria, please visit the VIDE website. In addition, you will have 4 assignments in each grading criteria. So there will be 4 tests and quizzes, 4 home learning grades, 4 participation grades, 4 performance task grades, and 4 classwork grades by the end of the quarter. So at the end of each quarter, you will have 20 grades in your grade book, and that will be what will be your evaluation for the quarter.
Greetings, Ricardo Richards School family. My name is Minerva DELAUNEY, and I am a 6th grade teacher here at this School of Excellence. Today, it brings me great pleasure to share with you the very best practices for virtual learning. In the school building and now on our virtual platforms, students at the Ricardo Richards Elementary School are expected to be respectful, responsible, enthusiastic, and scholarly. Today, I'd like to share with you these 12 practices that you can use to implement in your homes and ensure that students get the most effective virtual learning experience. Students should be respectful by logging in 15 minutes early, turning on the camera and muting the device, waiting their turn and following the norms established by their teachers for participating. Students should be responsible by completing all independent activities and readings, turning in assignments on time, and letting the teacher know when extra assistance is needed. Students should be enthusiastic by getting a good night's rest, eating meals and using the restroom before classes begin, and also designating a quiet, appropriate area in the home as their virtual learning center. Lastly, students should be scholarly by taking their learning seriously. It's important for them to take notes and review their notes and also participate in discussions. Students should also be scholarly by collaborating with their peers when appropriate. And finally, they should do their own work. Students are encouraged to complete all assignments independently. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Harlan Smith and I'm a 6th grade teacher here at the Strawberry Patch. Today I will be speaking to you about inventory. Each teacher will be conducting a classroom inventory to identify resources that they deem necessary to ensure that students will have a successful school year. A detailed pickup schedule will be provided by the Department of Education at a later date. Parents and students that will be picking up items will undergo a temperature check and will be mandated to wear a mask or other facial covering and practice social distancing. As we continue to stay safe from COVID-19, this year's student schedule will be distributed via Parent Portal. If you are a new or returning student and do not have your login information, don't worry, information can be sent to you. Here's what you need to do. Step 1, email Ms. Roberts at kirsten.roberts@vide.vi. Step 2, in the subject area, please record Parent Portal. Step 3, in the body of the message, please include your name, your child or children's first and last name. Step 4, please indicate whether you need a password reset, forgot username, or you need login information. And step 5, if there are any changes in your demographic information, please contact Ms. Roberts as soon as possible so that your information can be updated.
Good Good day, parents and students of the Ricardo Richards School family. My name is Mrs. Burley, the computer teacher of Ricardo Richards School. Today I will be presenting to you Schoology. Schoology is an online learning system that houses the teaching and learning performance of teachers and students. This is the platform that Ricardo Richards School, along with the Virgin Islands Department of Education, will be using for virtual learning. Students are expected to perform in this area, and as a result, it is important for parents and students to become familiar with the simple steps necessary to access this medium. The department will later provide instructions as to how parents and students can do so. You will be given the access of stx.schoology.com to access the website. Parents, students, the Ricardo Richards School family assures you that you will be given the assistance and the support needed to make this transition smooth and effective.
Good day and greetings from the home of the outstanding strawberries. I am DELICIA Espinosa, the assistant principal at Ricardo Richards Elementary School, where we foster responsibility, respect, enthusiasm, and scholarship in our students and partners in education. Our dedicated team purposes to navigate the 2020-21 school year in a unified, resilient, and productive manner. Partners, let us strive to keep the lines of communication open, courteous, respectful, and focused on attaining the best possible education for our students. Our reality requires us to be flexible, lifelong learners as we teach, learn, and grow in a virtual and eclectic manner due to not only COVID-19, but the trends in the 21st century. We will all need to build and sustain networks at home and in the community and at work as we interdependently achieve success at Ricardo Richards Elementary School and throughout the educational system in the territory. We would like to thank all our partners in education, all our teaching staff who came out here today, and our other support staff to help us with this orientation. Parents, if you have any questions or concerns pertaining to any of the information presented today, please call us at 340-778-0612. Someone will be here to take your call during business hours. For up-to-date school information, do stay tuned to vide.vi and other local media sources. We do miss being able to open our doors for the 2020-21 school year to our students and hope that time and circumstances will soon permit us to once again return to a safe setting at the illustrious Ricardo Richards Elementary School. We look forward to a pleasant and productive 2020-21 school year.
When arriving at the school, social distancing policies must be followed. Hand washing stations are also available for your use. Masks must be worn correctly, covering your nose and mouth. You must wear a mask. Our custodial team is working diligently at 15 minutes intervals to ensure the sanitization of our school. We're sanitizing our chairs, our walls, doorknobs, and all of the high traffic areas at our school. So let us work collaboratively to ensure their success. It can be done. It will be done. It must be done. Because at Ricardo Richards Elementary School, student learning is everything.